have any of you reincarnated or plan to soon? In the sense of linear time, of course.
Right. No, not in this life. No,
Okay.
no.
Now, if you had not found fame, do you think you guys would have stayed on the earthly plane for a longer period of time? Did being famous complicate things?
For her, Naya, she says no. She says
Yeah.
no for her, but Cory says that it might have prolonged it.
Okay.
Like he still would have this still would have happened down the road, but it would have prolonged it
Yeah.
because he had more access, he's saying, like money, access to things.
Yeah.
And so and it was harder to put himself out there being famous, so he may have got better help maybe, but he doesn't want it to be about that. He doesn't want to make it like, oh, because I was famous I didn't get help, but he's saying that,
Oh yeah, no.
yeah, that it may have been just a little bit longer. And then for Mark, Mark is saying the same thing, that if he didn't end up being famous, that it would have been a little bit longer.
Because he still had those demons. Yeah.
Right.
But added pressure of fame.
Right.
Expedited their
Right.
death.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, for all of you, why do you feel Glee had such an effect on pop culture? I'm gonna watch that. I don't think I've ever watched. May have.
You know what? This is terrible, probably. I don't know, but I don't watch like TV. I don't watch TV shows. I'm a movie person.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So I'm not really a TV person or TV series or anything. Okay. So, but I have heard of the show. I have because of my kids.
Oh yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay, so they're talking about how there's a lot of talent in the musicals. And there's a lot of talent in everybody here on this planet. And people kind of like to see themselves in the characters, kind of.
I know. I hear them sing and I said, I want to sing like that.
Yeah.
And dance like that.
Yeah, and people see themselves in the characters, and he's saying they also can relate to the issues between the dynamics of the relationships in the in the show.
So relatable situations and characters.
Right. Yeah.
And the deep hidden desire to display that kind of talent.
Right. And he's saying that there are people out there that have talent and wish that they would get found. So they kind of dream about that, like being like that too.
I'm not one. I'm just here to tell you. Okay. I know, Ginger, you probably have a good voice, don't you?
No.
Let's do it.
I know. My dad was a country singer, and he had a band that he played on the weekends, and I would get there when I was little and sing, but as I got older, I didn't stick with it. So no.
Go.
You don't want it'd break the glass or something.
Are you guys ready to reach for the brass ring? Get ready to go. All right, for all of you, was being an actor for Glee, was that very fulfilling? Or was more trouble than it was worth, basically?
No. No. What Cory is saying, and he's speaking for all three, is that all three, and they're all agreeing with them, that because they all feel the same about it, that the music was the way they express themselves, and they like the role setting, like being role model types, and they like the friendships that they had in this. Everybody was really good friends, got along good. So being that it was a musical and they got to express their musical talent, whether it's dancing or music or instruments or any of that, it was good because of that, because that was how they express themselves and channeled themselves. Yeah. Kind of like a healing thing.
Yeah, it is.
Like it was healing for them.
Yeah. Around the holidays, I always like to be in my bathtub and sing Hard Candy Christmas or all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Nobody can hear me, so God. All right. So would you and I'm sure this is a very common sentiment, would you consider Glee to be cursed in so much, this is kind of long, in so much as there is a negative energy attached or associated with its creation, productions, staff, etc.? I've heard that head creator and writer Ryan Murphy often fostered competition among the actors through clear favoritism and encouraged inappropriate behaviors. First of all, is that true?
He's saying there's a little truth to that. Yes.
Okay.
And he's saying that there's a lot of that happens in he's saying showbiz,
Oh, yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a curse. There wasn't a curse on it. It's almost like he's showing me like it was written this way. It was supposed to be that way. And it wasn't a curse, and these were individual people that just had individual things going on with them, so it really didn't have to do with the show. They just happened to be part of it, he's saying again.
On the
And
set, was there a lot of negativity? I mean, was it a heavy energy? And I'm sorry I interrupted you.
no, that's okay. He's saying there wasn't. He says that they had days that it was like that, but it wasn't always like that. It just depends. Yeah, it just depends on how things went. If they had how you have a good day, bad day type thing at work.
Yeah,
it was kind of like that. Yeah, it was kind of like that, he's saying.
that makes sense.
But yeah, but there's a lot of pressure on you when you're this is Cory saying, a lot of pressure on you in the show business and stuff. So
So
yeah.
when they say inappropriate behaviors that they were encouraged, what do they mean by that?
I've never seen this show, but what he's showing me is like the type of flirting, the way that the talking, the kissing, things like that. Which sometimes you wouldn't think like it's inappropriate, but if somebody doesn't feel comfortable with it, but they have to do it, he's saying, then it's considered inappropriate.
Oh, are we talking about off script or on script?
On script. He's talking about on script.
Territory. It's called acting.
Right. But he's saying that there was encouragement to, it's almost like flirting beyond or doing things beyond what they were comfortable with. Is all he's saying.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Now, looking at the situations facing today's youth or poor youth, which areas can you enlighten us on what the collective needs to understand and change in their various belief system? For example, education, the 1619 Project, CRT, the youth trans movement, etc. Is it our best interest to continue these new beliefs or not?
What was the belief, the last part there that you were talking about? The belief.
The 1619 project, and I don't really know much about the CRT, youth trans movement, etc.
Okay. I'm getting a yes for continuing it. I don't quite understand, but he's saying yes to it. Oh, okay. Is this have to do with trans gender or something like that?
I think
okay.
But I don't know how far this should go. I think we need to help people who are trans to be comfortable in their bodies, etc.
Yeah, he's saying yes. He's saying yes.
Fine, but there is a point where there are children's hospitals that are doing gender reassignment surgery when the kids are like 11, 12 years old, when maybe just confused about their sexuality, like a lot of kids are when they go through puberty. So yes, to me, it's also no, it can go too far.
Yeah, Erik is stepping in, talking about the controversy behind this. And from a spiritual standpoint, everybody has their journey to go through.
Yeah.
So we can take away kind of the wrong and right in something in that case, because it's something that they have to go through, even though a human might think, oh, that's not right, you know?
Sure.
But from a physical standpoint, he's saying that it is actually better to wait until they actually mature enough to make those decisions on their own. Like, you know, like when they're a little bit older and you know, because their minds change as they get older, and it's better. Oh, he's saying that the counseling is very important. That if you want to do something young, get into the counseling. He's saying very important.
I'm sure very important also.
Very important. Get that counseling going. Get that counseling going. Yeah, to make sure that that's where they're going with it, because there are people that really want this, and this is meant for them to do this, and you know, it's real. It's real.
Sure.
You know, so
now CRT and 1619 project, these are more about race. It's I think, and don't kill me, don't shoot the messenger here, because I really don't know much about this. I don't really watch news very much. It's about, we have to realize that the whites have done a lot of damage to society, and you know, white students need to understand that if they're white, I really don't know what I'm talking about, it's almost like it's bad to be, you are a white supremacist if you're white. You can help being white, but but I don't really know. I really don't know. But you know, Erik, you probably know, because you know almost everything there. So yeah, it seems like it divides people, especially biracial. It's like they're in the class and they're taught that, oh, you know, being white is wrong or bad, and well, I'm part white and I'm part something else, whatever. So
I'm a Heinz 57. Got all kinds of me, you know.
Me too.
What Erik is saying is, that is a big thing, especially lately in the last few years, you know, gotten really big, he's saying. But it is necessary, he says. This is necessary. And you know, for a long time there were a lot of minority races that were thought to be the bad guy, you know. Now it just kind of goes back and forth. Blame goes this way, blame goes that way. Blame, that's how Erik's saying it. Blame goes back and forth. And but he's saying that it is necessary, and eventually down the road it is going to get better. So there is hope. He wants everyone to know it is going to get better.
This seems divisive in the same way that when it was the other way, it was very divisive too. And I just think we just need to interbreed until we're all the same freaking color.
Then eventually that will actually,
you know what, I
happen.
just think that it just points out differences instead of beautiful similarities between
He's saying though that there, even if we were all the same color, he's saying that there would still be that oh, well, you believe this or you believe that, or your beliefs are different than mine. So there's going to always be that, but we need that on the you know, we need the both ends of the spectrum for our human experience, he says.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do any of the three of you have anything to add to what Erik said, or enough said?
Naya is saying that she's stepping in because she's saying that she actually dealt with a lot of this because of her ethnicity, and now that she's on the other side, she sees why, you know, she does see the reasons behind it. And I mean, they all agree with Erik that this is necessary, but she's saying that she got a lot of growth to learn about how strong she was as an individual, overcoming this, you know, the things that she had to deal with this. So, so it does help. And there is good that comes out of this.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Do each of you guys have any final messages before we close? And also, if you could tell me also how you feel about my boy Erik, and if y'all are friends now. And so one at a time. Naya, you want to start?
Group hug. That's what they said, group hug. So they're all hugging. They're hugging. No, they all have met before this, Erik is saying, and they work together on the other side with different things. So anyway, they all want to just send love to their family, and they are around their families and how much they love them. I mean, there's some regret with a couple of them, some regret,
Yeah.
can't even talk. It's
Yeah.
just sad. It's like it's starting to make me want to cry. There's some regret
Oh.
there. In a human standpoint, they see the reasoning behind it, now, but in a human way coming through,
Yes.
they really they see the pain with their family, and there's some apologies and just sending love and support. They send support energy to their families,
Oh, that's
help
so
them
good.
through it. Yeah, help them
And I
through
hope
it.
all of you guys watching also send support energy to their family, because
Yeah,
oh man, I know
yeah, it's just
pain we're talking about.
devastation. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they're also thanking you, Lisa.
you.
Yeah, they're
It's
thanking
an
you.
honor. Thank you.
Yeah, having them.
Having the courage to share what you've shared, and hopefully this will help people.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
all right, I guess that's it. And unless anybody else has anything else to say, including you, Jen,
Eric's
you
just
want to ask something?
no. Eric is just he's just sending love to you.
Oh,
He's like hugs and
love that.
kisses, hugs and kisses.
Yes, you sweetie. All right, Ginger.
Yeah, he loves you. He loves you.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Ginger. We can find out more about you at, and I can't remember, it's Psychic Medium Ginger Bailey.
Ginger Bailey, psychic medium. Yeah.
Ginger Bailey Psychic Medium.com. I'm just
Yeah. I know it's the opposite of Jennifer. Jennifer's
I
is
remember
the
that
way
then. I'll remember that.
the
Okay.
opposite.
Ginger Bailey and Bayley. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Please hit the notification button if you want to watch more of these videos, and also share with the Glee fans in your circle, and be sure you subscribe.
Yeah.
All right. Love you all.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. See you tomorrow.